Welcome to Gas Station Cappuccino by Caffeine and Kilos. I'm Danny Lehr. Dean Saddoris.
What episode are we on?
Oh, well, they don't know.
Regardless, doesn't matter.
This is the 17th one we've recorded.
Got it.
The order in which it gets released.
Who knows?
Who knows? Although this one, there's not really a huge reason for this one to be out of place, but you never know. Maybe we get a guest or something that's time sensitive, so it needs to be pushed up. Like if we were to break down the 2018 CrossFit Open.
Ooh.
If we're to do that, then this episode would be pushed up to keep those timely.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Like a full recap when it's all over.
Oh, when it's all over, do a full recap. That's what we should do.
Just wait it out.
Just wait it out.
They're getting plenty of open podcast material.
Let's wait, and that way they'll just be absolutely sick of it by the time we even get to it.
That'll actually be perfect.
Makes for good radio.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, Dean, I heard you in the kitchen because I was in the bathroom with a 4-foot-long level trying to mount a 1-foot-long paper towel holder. I installed the first paper towel holder here at the warehouse. Decided it was time.
Yeah, 2.
I put 2 in. Yeah, I thought it might have been too much, seeing it went from 0 to 2 in one day, but I figured just go for it. So I'm putting it in.
We had one pre-installed in the outside bathroom.
There's one. It came with the building. We released it.
Building.
At home, we have those can crushers.
Exact same one you bought.
Really? Those can crushers, like the hand ones.
Oh, you always charge those to the game when you move.
Oh yeah.
You never take those down.
When we moved into the house, there was one hanging up in the garage, and I remember I asked the real estate agent. I was like, "That can crusher, that thing come with the house?" Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have a deal.
Why are those fun?
No need to negotiate. I know, it's funny. Like, we had a can crusher growing up. It was called My Foot.
Yeah. I used to always use my neighbor's because I thought it was fun.
Your neighbor's foot?
Yeah, both. The neighbor's foot and the neighbor's can crusher.
Hey, get over here. I need to borrow that foot.
Yeah.
So I'm hanging up the old paper towel holder, and I hear you in the kitchen complaining about something. Do you remember what you were complaining about?
I don't.
Tired of taking all these fucking things every day. Sick of it.
Supplements.
What supplements do you take every day that are rubbing you so raw?
I know, it's really not that many. Actually, I take like my creatine, glutamine combination, and fish oil, and then vitamins, liquid vitamins.
Liquid vitamin.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it actually kind of tastes good, and you just kind of swallow it down. It's done. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's just to break up all the other like pill form stuff. I guess. Actually, there's only one pill. I only take fish oil that has any pill form, I guess. But
I actually prefer liquid fish oil over the pills.
Really?
Yeah, because I think of it like this. What is the capsule made out of? Like just gelatin or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, is that really necessary? I don't know.
I do it because I know exactly how many I'm taking. And if I had the liquid, I'd have to probably like measure it out. It'd be a whole thing.
What I did is when I was taking... Right now, actually, we have pills in my house, too. That's funny. But when I take it in liquid form, what I'll do is, say you want to take a teaspoon a day, I'll just like pour into a teaspoon and just like count like 1,000. And then I know that's about it. And then just swig it out of the bottle and just kind of do the old count.
That's probably close enough.
That's what I figure. It's not,
At the Arnold, I picked up a bottle for us for the booth.
Oh!
Everybody 3 a day.
Oh,
start the day off right.
You gotta keep inflammation down when you work in boots.
Yeah. No, for sure. Knee inflammation, back inflammation.
Should we talk about the time where I started nearly fainting because I was taking too much fish oil on the road, trying to offset my disgusting road habit?
Yeah, I remember that. I think you did talk about it.
Have we talked about it on the podcast?
I thought so. Maybe not.
Maybe. It was like every day is like we take our regimen of approximately a handful, which is about 12 or so, fish oil capsules.
At one time.
Yeah. And then you take that along with, we'd also take the emergency packets. We'd mix up the emergency packets, and then we'd mix them with something. I don't remember what. And then probably like orange juice or something. I don't fucking know. And then we'd also take approximately 1 serving, which was a handful, of fish oil pills. And we would do that 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You got to get the inflammation down when you're on the road. Look, when you're subsisting off tornadoes and gas station hot dogs,
you're inflamed.
You are inflamed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I was coaching clean and jerk, and all of a sudden I started getting really lightheaded. All of a sudden I'm looking around, go, why is it so foggy in here? Like, what the fuck? Like, is there I thought like a roll of door was open and the fog was rolling in. Like, I had no idea what was going on. And then I realized it's not foggy in here. I'm about to go down.
Yeah, slight panic attack almost.
So I got the fuck out of there. So I was like to Scott at Sokka, I was like, you're taking over right now.
Well, usually,
and then I ran outside.
Mass amounts of fish oil and
thins the blood
and things to nicely dehydrate you.
Oh, it's dehydrated
with zero water
and a ton of caffeine
and zero sleep and shit tons of caffeine. You're gonna get some irregular heartbeats and you're gonna feel like you're gonna pass out.
Yeah. Well, it's like the sleeping in the RV.
Yeah, what would you call it? Even sleeping, though.
Yeah, and then it's like that day too. We like barely made it on time. Like we were stuck in traffic trying to get this thing. Like we were not going to be late to our own damn seminar. So we hadn't eaten. I think at like noon we ate gas station food, and then it's like right if you eat that. I think it was like 10:30 a.m. we ate gas station food, and then it's like 5 o'clock, and the seminar starts at 5:30, and we're like just pulling up. So we're like slamming diet like White Monsters. Right, trying to get it.
Oh man, dude! Speaking of that, like,
through a White Monsters, no food, a couple dozen fish oil pills.
I took a sip of a White Monster at the Arnold.
How long has it been since you drank White Monsters?
It's been a while. I used to love them. I took one sip, and I instantly just felt sick to my stomach. The taste of it. It had nothing to do with like the actual effect of it. It was more just the taste made me so sick. I took one sip and just put it down and let it ride. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Could not do it, dude. It was so gross.
It's
I
funny.
used to drink 3 of those a day.
Yeah, it's funny what you're used to. Like for a while when I was training at Cal Strength,
It's so sweet.
Every Friday night I would drink 2 of them. Like during training, during Max Out Friday, right? Then now I just don't. Like I'm not competing right now, so I don't have that need to get that.
Take a sip of one of them, like room temperature.
Why would you do that?
Well, because that's what was available.
You didn't ice. You gotta ice it down.
I didn't have an option between a nicely chilled one and this room temperature one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the room temperature one.
You think it would have made the difference?
It would have helped, maybe, but I still probably wouldn't have finished it.
You should have chose the iced one.
Yeah, should. Yeah. Jeez.
So you're taking your liquid vitamins.
Liquid joint boost also.
Liquid joint boost, liquid vitamins, creatine, BCAAs, fish oil. What'd you say is mixed with the creatine? Glutamine.
There's also glutamine in my BCAAs.
You take protein?
No.
No protein powder.
Well, not consistently. I try to.
Not a daily doer.
No.
So you know what's funny is
I think it comes in with the guilt of just not feeling hydrated enough to take anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point, like all that shit's need to be absorbed in my body. So it's just like, fuck, I gotta drink regular water.
So you know what's interesting, right? It's kind of funny. Is first thing you said is, well, I don't really take that much, and then you list off 6 or 7 things. But I understand because the grand scheme of things, that's not that many things. It happened to me. I've had that same experience where most of the stuff, anything I take now is just the general health type stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I remember being tested by USADA one time, and when you get tested by USADA, you have to list everything you've taken within the last 7 days. Okay. All right. Tell me every supplement you've taken over the last 7 days. Okay. And then you start thinking, and you're like, oh, I don't take that much stuff. No problem. But then you actually start listing it off, and next thing you know, you're up over half a dozen things. It's like, oh, at night I take this called Natural Calm. This is a magnesium supplement, helps you sleep. I take that. I take fish oil, daily multivitamin. You get into, are you taking glucosamine, like a triple flex? It's like glucosamine, chondroitin, and something else, another popular joint thing. It's like that. And then, are you taking whatever, like an allergy medication at one point because the whatever, and like, next thing you know, you've got this list of like 9 things, and you start off by saying, well, I don't really take that much, shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
And then next thing,
realize,
it's creatine.
You do it at different times of the day.
Creatine,
space it out.
Yeah, exactly. And you go, well, I don't take protein every day, but over the last 7 days, maybe I did take a scoop of protein.
Yeah, I've been slacking on my protein. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm eating pretty much right after I train at night. Yeah. So there's not really a point for me to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm within like 30 to the hour. Actually, I talked to a nutritionist that works for UC Davis, and she was like, honestly, like, you have anywhere between like an hour and 2 hours, and you'll be fine.
Let's get her on the show.
She's not at the gym anymore. But I can probably get in contact with her.
Or do we not want anything to do with her?
No, it'd be
cool. She leave on bad terms?
No.
She leave the gym because you said something?
No, absolutely
not.
You
called her a bitch in training?
No.
That's what Ben
probably
said.
Should have.
That's what Ben said.
No, but yeah, maybe we can get her on.
Yeah, let's get her on.
She's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Just a little bit smart.
Call her up right now.
Yeah, on air. I don't have my phone.
Oh, well, that's not going to work then.
Yeah, this kind of.
All right, what supplements do you take that we should? Let us know. Email at podcast@caffeineandkilos.com. Is there something, or what's your favorite thing? We say that. Like, what is your favorite supplement that you take? Is there something you take you just love?
Yeah. Hey, what's on? Actually, I guess technically I add to the list caffeine, coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
In the morning. I mean, like, that's part of the supplement, category.
Speaking of in the morning, have we told the people to make sure to sign up for Workout Challenge 365?
Not enough.
Oh man, if you have an Alexa, not you, Alexa off. Oh, it's all lit up now. It's all fired up. If you have one of those, Echo, Amazon Echo, or Amazon Dot, sign for the skill Workout Challenge 365. It is the workout challenge you can complete while you're waiting for your pot of coffee to finish brewing.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free. And what it is, it's just like a little one. It'll take you probably less than 2 or 3 minutes.
I would say less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
Sometimes they can get a little, not like long, but they can. There's some things that you can focus on.
Couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
So it's just a little body weight. It's something you could do in your kitchen while you're waiting for your coffee to finish brewing. And it's in your flash briefing. So you say, hey, what's my flash briefing? And they tell you the weather. They give you your little workout challenge you can do. Just knock all that shit out while the coffee's percolating.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. That's what I say. We got the fanciest coffee brewer that we've gotten yet, and we can't get it to work.
Yeah, I think this next trial and error period of experiment with it, it's going to be still not good enough. That's my it's the last thing we can possibly do, and I think it's still not going to make it taste any better. So
it's a cold brewer. It's a cold drip brewer, and this thing, it's got the spirals. It's got
it looks like something you'd
ceramic
see
filter
in the deep woods of Virginia moonshine.
It looks like a moonshine kit.
Yeah.
So we do
vertically
vertical moonshine
design, not like on the ground.
We do this is how we brew it. We call it on YouTube, and it has basically what it is we brew coffee doing different methods, and it's always the first time or second time. It's just kind of we're working our way through it together. So it's a good kind of how does this brewing method go for someone if they're just trying it out. Didn't go so well with the cold brew drip.
It's just not good. It just tastes like watered down coffee.
Yeah, the first one was like tea.
That one was really bad. The second one was like getting somewhere, but it looked actually honestly when you looked at it in the bowl that it catches it in, it was actually fairly dark. You couldn't see your hand through the other side, and it still tasted like water.
We're up to
so I don't know. Maybe it just makes it so smooth that you just don't really taste it that much. I don't know.
Well, what we'll do is we'll make it again, and then we'll have someone chug the whole thing. Let us know if they get fired up.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do the fine grind. I think it's gonna be the last hurrah, and then maybe we might have to try and like jerry rig it to make it work better. Like put like a paper filter in the bottom instead of that ceramic filter.
Yeah.
I think maybe that ceramic filter is the problem.
You think so?
I think it's just too dense. Think about it. Not all those ceramic filters can be made the same. You know what I mean? Like maybe this one's just kind of clogged, like a bad cigar. When you get a box of cigars, they're not all going to be rolled perfectly. There's going to be some duds in there you got to throw out.
So you think it's a ceramic filter?
It could be the ceramic filter that's the problem.
It's probably a ceramic filter.
I would assume.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's that. Crack that code.
Third time's a charm, though, they say.
Third time. And the second one, at least, we didn't do this. The second one wasn't on air. We didn't film the second one. The sort of struggle there. First one, we filmed the entire thing and then had to just bang it out.
Second one, we just tried.
It was a waste of a day.
We just actually tried on the second. It's also a 3-4 hour process.
It's a whole fucking
which
thing.
Is ridiculous in itself.
Yeah. Man.
Speaking of seconds, I want to talk about...
I would love...
I want to talk about what movie series are the number 2 movie the best? Out of like, say a movie like Trilogy or... I got some off the top of my head right now.
I'm ready.
We were talking about this at the Arnold. I think American Pie 2 is better than the first American Pie.
You think so?
And I'm also going to go with Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Terminator 2.
I'm also going to go with Empire Strikes Back for the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, I've got one. Rocky 5.
Rocky 2 is supposed to be better. I think a lot of people think Rocky 2 is better than Rocky 1 also.
Well, Rocky 5 is the best one.
Rocky 5's good too.
Wow.
I'm trying to think like what number 2 movies are better than
Rocky 5.
Yeah.
You heard me.
Close. But I was thinking, like, okay, what other movies are there out there that might be better? That the second movie is better than the first.
I'm gonna flip it on you a little bit. Something that's kind of like what you're saying, but totally different than what you're saying. Okay. TV shows. Episode number 2 is always better than episode number 1, because episode number 1 is always the pilot, which always fucking blows.
I don't know. The Seinfeld pilot was pretty good.
That's the only one. It's the only one. Because what happens, the pilot, the entire thing, they're setting up characters. They're doing the whole setting. So you watch the pilot.
There is no setup. There is no setup for Seinfeld. That's probably why it worked.
Yeah, there's no premise.
Yeah.
But it's true. Anytime you go to watch a new show, it's like you just know when you watch episode 1, you know it's the pilot. You're like, all right, I guess it's time to fucking learn about the characters and the settings.
Yeah.
And then episode 2, the story begins.
That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What other movies trilogies out there? The second movie's better. Can you think of any?
No.
What about you, Aaron?
Rush Hour 2?
Rush Hour 2 was good.
Yeah, it was
Rush
good.
Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2 was good.
One.
I think that was comparable to the first one.
Yeah.
I could go with that.
What about Rambo 2?
I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Rambo. I'm really not.
I really like.
I know, like, the second to newest one, though, was pretty badass.
I think it was in the second one. If that's the case, my favorite one, 'cause my favorite movie scene ever is when he cauterizes his own wound.
With the blade.
No, with the gunpowder.
Oh, that might have been, the blade might have been...
I think it was 2 because he was on the desert. I think.
Yeah, that might be Rocky.
But
or not Rocky.
best movie
Rambo.
scene in the history of cinematography, okay, is Rambo's in a cave. He's pinned down, and he's got this hole in his side. A hole right into his side. So he's like, I got to take care of this. So he starts packing it with gunpowder. You're like, what's he doing? Why is he putting gunpowder in that open wound? And then he gets a flaming stick, sticks it in there, lights it up, cauterizes his insides. And right there, I said, fuck, that's a man.
Yeah, that's dark.
And I thought, man, someday I hope to never have to do that.
No.
But it inspired me.
Anchorman 2 blew.
No.
Hangover 2 was okay. It was the same movie.
Same movie.
But the first one was better.
Well, because the first one, it was still like, the second one, I don't want to say played out, that's not the right term, but it's not original anymore.
They try to do the same thing. Same scenario. Same issue.
No.
It was pretty much a carbon copy of it. Oh, let's make money on this again.
Yeah. Which, that's sometimes how it goes.
Yeah. Anybody else has any ideas on a movie trilogy or movie series that the second one was better than the first one?
Tell them to shoot us an email.
Yeah, shoot us an email at podcast@caffeineandkilos.com.
The other day, I'm just totally changing gears on here. That's right.
No, yeah, I think that one was over.
I went to send a text, and my keyboard was stuck in the emojis. It was like one of those things I'd like exit out of Messenger and then open it up again, and then I was okay. Whatever. The keyboard's messed up, stuck in emojis. And then it kept going to the recents tab. And I started thinking, and I thought you would actually like this thing. You might have the answer here, or have some input. What do you think? How much do you think you can learn about somebody if all you know is their recent emojis? Like you get someone's phone in your hands, and you see one thing is all you see is somebody's most recently or most common used emojis.
Yeah, you can get a good picture of their sense of humor, if they even have one or not.
Like, what's going on here? Like, is this guy just doing crying guy all the time? Because I don't really understand what's going on. Or like, or is it a lot of eggplants?
Is there a lot of eggplants? Is there a lot of 100s? Is there a lot of
like fist
a
bump?
lot of fingers? Like I use a lot of the hand gestures.
Yeah.
Like the rock and roll, I use a lot.
Yeah, rock on.
I use the Star Trek one a lot.
Oh, I've never used that
I use the thumbs up. I use the.
You go hang loose. Aaron uses.
Honestly, I don't use hang loose much.
I'm gonna start using hang loose now that I bought some fucking chanclas.
Instead of the hang loose, I do rock hands.
I
use the rock hands a lot.
I go this guy. I go hands up, celebrate a lot.
That one's good.
Woo!
Also, I'll do like I think it's supposed to be hands clapping, but I call it like the praying
prayer.
The praying hands. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be.
No, I think it is. I think it's supposed to be like probably like, oh, thank you, like bowing.
I think I've been told differently. I heard it's been like supposed to be like a high five.
Oh shit! I've never seen it used that way.
I use it as praying hands, but I've also heard it's high five.
I've only seen his praying hands.
I'll have to look it up.
I like doing the shaking hand, like hi.
That
like
one's good, too.
the shaking one sometimes.
Yeah, I think I use mostly hand gestures, so.
You know what I've been doing lately is for keys. If I'm saying like, oh, like snatch 100 keys or whatever, right? The keys of the street. Instead of using the standard like door key, I've been using piano keys.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
I never saw that coming.
Now, do you use the gold key or do you use the old school key?
I use the piano keys.
Well, I mean, like if you're going to use the actual key, like a door key.
I find whichever one I find first, because I say this all the time. I feel like half the time I spend looking at my phone, I'm looking for the one fucking emoji that I know is in there but can't find.
Yeah, I'm pretty much trying to stick to my recents. So I probably use the same ones over and over
Sometimes I
again.
get an idea. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to use that one, and then I know it's in there, and then I'm just searching for it.
I feel like 98% of my emoji usage is via DM.
Oh yeah, eggplants.
Not really as much.
Eggplants.
No, mostly just the hand stuff.
No, no, just hand stuff.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Man. Yeah, there you go. Who knew?
Emojis.
Emojis. Yeah.
Emoji movie.
The emoji.
I think that's like got a 3 on Rotten Tomatoes.
They actually made one?
Yeah.
No.
It was an emoji movie. I don't think it was Pixar, but it was somebody, and they failed it at it miserably. It was terrible.
Well, sounds like an awful idea.
I've heard worse.
Tell me. You ever seen Bubba Hotep?
I have.
Bubba Hotep is the best bad movie ever made.
I saw Bubba Hotep at the Tower Theater in downtown Sacramento.
No, I kind of same thing. It was in Modesto, but at the State Theater. Old school, one screen, the whole thing.
That's what this is.
I don't know why I went to. Somebody must have told me it was good or it was worth. I don't know what drove me
I think
to go see it.
I think it was kind of a thing because
It was like
I think
cult.
a few people have seen it.
I think what happened was this. Somebody heard about it or saw it, and they're like, "This is fucking awful." And everybody they knew, they said, "You got to go see this shit show."
Yeah, it was a African American JFK and a Elvis Presley.
It was Elvis. Yeah.
Elvis and the guy that thought he was JFK, or was he actually JFK?
It's unclear. And then
Or maybe they both thought that they were these people, but they actually weren't because they were just old.
and they fight zombies.
There was a mummy.
Nah, they team up and fight mummies.
A mummy.
They'd fight a mummy,
It was one mummy that was,
wreaking havoc all over town.
yeah, it was killing everybody at the old folks' home.
And so then you get old Elvis and old JFK, and they fight him head to head.
Yeah.
Who was in a wheelchair? Was JFK in a wheelchair?
I think JFK was in the wheelchair, yeah. He was, he got like some kind of, basically they put him in like witness protection and then like changed his like skin tone or something
That's
like
what he
that.
says. They dyed his skin.
Yeah.
And they were in an old folks' home
But
together.
then he had the red phone, like in the, the president has.
So you just never know.
You just never know. I think they just kind of leave that out there for you to interpret yourself.
I've really been into quotes lately. Like, see a lot of quotes. I feel like lately I see stuff. Well, you know what it is? There's Instagram that's niche, right? It's like _ NITCH. And so every day they have a different person, and they have like a series of 5 or 6 quotes by like a different person. So the JFK made me think of that. They had JFK one the other day, and a couple of them were pretty good.
He's a good speaker.
Great speaker.
Almost got us all killed, but
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh, Cuba, yeah. And like,
That could have been really bad.
the whole Cuba thing, people just kind of brush over. I feel like, or just don't talk about it.
Nothing happened.
Well, it's like then there's the whole Bay of Pigs thing. That whole shit show.
Yeah, the Cuban Missile Crisis was a scary time.
Holy smokes!
Not for me because I wasn't alive, but
Yeah. Well, for the people.
for the people that were.
There we go. What are you doing? You got a meet coming up, Dean? What are you training for?
Not meet on the board, but Ben is definitely holding a strong arm competition at our gym.
You doing arm wrestling?
No, strong arm is like basically all that Iron Mind, like hand strength equipment.
Ah.
Like the rolling
Captain's a Crush.
the Rolling Thunder, the
Delicious.
the cone shaped one, like the plate pinch,
Mm-hmm.
the crush holder. There's a bunch, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So I'm excited.
So
He's gonna host one. I'm gonna do it regardless of like I'm not gonna practice for it.
How many events are there in the meet?
I think there's 4 or 5 events.
competing all 4 or 5.
Yeah, you just do them all.
God, by the end of the day, you probably can't hold a pencil.
You got to be prepared.
But you're not.
Nope. No, I've been doing it. I've been messing around with it. I'm not like on a program, but I'm like messing with the stuff.
Yeah, that's the program.
Ben bought all the equipment, so we're always all just screwing around with it in the gym in between sets. Getting those hands nice and worn out for those snatches.
Well, it'll teach you to use your hook grip.
Yeah, speaking of that.
Really get it in there.
Speaking of that, our training cycle right now, we started on Monday, is a lot of pause snatches, pause cleans. So I'm like, okay, if I'm not going to use any straps on this cycle. I'm going to do all these pauses without straps.
Yeah.
Just to make it harder.
How's that going?
Actually going okay. I haven't really missed any reps yet.
Oh, that's good. Hit your number still.
Hit my number still. It definitely feels heavier, but it's still happening.
Yeah.
But we haven't really worked over 80% yet for any, because a lot of it's been like triples and doubles, stuff like that. So it hasn't been like too crazy yet.
Right.
But I'm sure we're gonna get into the higher singles soon, and we'll really see how it goes.
I won't be snatching for a while.
Yeah.
Bone fragments floating around inside my elbow.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I'm gonna do something about that. Which is stop snatching for a while.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll just go away.
Probably not.
No? Maybe.
We have to get them taken out.
We'll see what the doctor says about that. You're not there. You're not an expert.
This is
Let's see your degree.
This isn't true, but we'll take it.
You are an expert.
Yeah.
Orthopedic.
Yeah, orthopedic expert. Not even an orthopedic doctor, orthopedic expert.
Orthopedic expert. Mm-hmm. Man, there it is. All right.
This bag looks so small on this table of night train. That's not how they come, by the way. That's just been used.
It's 3/4 empty.
3/4 full.
Of air.
3/4 full.
Of air or of coffee?
Quarter full.
Quarter full. Yeah. So you don't like 3/4 empty, you say quarter full. That book, Relentless, I was talking to you about, where the guy that trained Michael Jordan says something about the whole glass half full, half empty. So he says, hey, look, whatever. It's about positive attitude. He said, but look, the cleaner, that's the guy you want to be, the guy that does everything it takes. He goes, everyone looks at it and goes, half full, half empty. He just picks it up off the table and fills the fucking glass from the sink and puts it back down. Half full or half empty? Cleaner goes, well, if I want more, I'm just going to fucking fill it up. I don't give a shit. So that's the whole deal there. Takes the whole argument out of it.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I think the whole thing is if there's something to be done, you just do it. Instead of like,
what if that thing is to finish it?
Well, if you don't like it, I don't know.
Why isn't it to just drink the whole thing?
Maybe you could.
Why does the cleaner have to put more in?
Well, I think the idea is if you like the beverage and want more of it, and you're sitting there
Go
going,
get more.
you can just go get more.
I think that guy was trying to be clever and he just didn't even think that out.
Yeah.
And it sounds sexy.
I don't think it does, because you know what? The funny thing is, when I read it, I actually had those same thoughts, like, I don't think it really makes sense. And I moved on. But then right now, whenever we were talking about it, it seemed like it made sense again. But then after I said it and you mentioned it, I'm like, you know what? I think you're right. I'm still not sure if it really makes sense.
And I'd have to hear his interpretation.
Well, no, you just did. Like, honestly, it's...
I wonder if he has any more in-depth, though.
No.
Let's get him on the podcast.
We could. Hit him up.
Ask him that one question and then say,
all right.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for joining us.
And then we'll still be lost.
Get you a ride to the airport.
And then we'll still be lost.
On your way.
That's funny. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, there you go. There it is. I kind of get it now, but I kind of don't.
The cleaner just doesn't care how much is in it. He just fills it up. That's what you said, right?
I think it's basically, it says, while people are arguing if it's half full or half empty, the cleaner looks at it like this. Do I like what's in it? And so they just fill it up.
I'll just get more.
I'll just get more.
Is that how he said it?
Just basically that's it.
Or did you say it more clearly than he did?
I don't know. I don't know. I read this.
Because that makes that makes a little bit more sense.
But that's it basically. It's like, if you like what's in the glass, you just fill it up.
I think I would agree with him more if he said, if you like it or you don't.
You like it or don't.
Finish it or get more.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, that's what he should have just wrote.
Oh, man. Next week, maybe I'll do some more. I don't know if anybody cares. Hey, every now and then I do little book reviews. If you guys are interested in that, if that ever happens and you appreciate that, let us know. Podcast at caffeineandkilos.com. The War of Art.
I know. That's the plan. After I'm done with this one, I'm going to probably jump on that.
It's
like
like
get a little break.
You just go a page a day, because it's kind of like every page is like a new chapter pretty much. It's like real short little things.
Yeah, I need to jump on
Pretty
that.
good. I'll give you a synopsis.
No time. I want to go into it raw, untainted.
Raw dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually rereading a book, Mindset by Carol Dweck. It's probably
I love Carol.
it's probably made the biggest influence on me out of anything I've read the past couple of years. So we bought a copy for every trainer in my gym, and I said, look, it's not required reading. We're not doing that. It's not, you don't have to do a fucking book report on it.
But I did pay for these, and I am handing them out, so you better.
But it's yours to keep. You're not giving it back. And next month, at our meeting next month, we are going to discuss the first half of the book. That's it. Not required, but we're talking about it. So that's
you join in on the conversation, or you can listen to me.
Exactly. And they've all had an ass full of hearing me talk, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that'll be interesting. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, I think Buddy's probably already finished with it.
Buddy got the audiobook.
Smart man. He said, honestly though, seriously, I'm going to start doing more audiobooks coming up here in the car.
Well,
why not?
Well, everyone's a different type of learner. I was talking to Jess about
this. But sometimes they're more interesting because you don't have to develop the characters on your own. I'm talking about for fiction, I guess, more.
Yeah.
I want to listen to an audiobook in the car, like a fiction book. I think that might be kind of fun.
Yeah, I do it. I listen to audiobooks every now and then. My thing is, I'm always listening to podcasts when I'm driving.
Same.
And so then it's if I do an audiobook, then I get a couple weeks behind on these podcasts, and then so it's that whole thing.
Yeah, I'm with you there on the podcast thing. But right now I'm kind of only listening to one or two podcasts. Yeah. So I haven't really been super. I'm caught up on everything too. So I'm waiting for more of them to come out, where it's only coming out once a week.
When it comes to business stuff, I don't know. I feel like I learn more. I get more out of it when I read it. Because I think that on audiobooks and even podcasts, you're driving, so there's other stuff going on, so you get distracted all of a sudden.
It's almost just background noise.
Yeah.
You pick up on a couple sentences here and
then
there.
it's you go, hold on, I got to go back and I'm going to rewind this 3 minutes to redo the last 3 minutes, Mm-hmm. So I feel like I get distracted more.
Yeah, it's very easy.
But again, everybody's a different kind of learner. Maybe, so I learn better from reading, but other people might, maybe Buddy actually really focuses when he's listening to it. I don't know. Maybe he sits down, gets out a pen and a piece of paper, listens to it, takes
on the stoop,
takes notes, sits on the stoop. Yeah.
I picture New York Bronx stoop too, kids running around, jump rope.
Oh yeah. I actually kind of went the other way. I went more porch than stoop. I was thinking more of down south porch.
Okay, yeah, because those are two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stoop and a porch.
Right. Huh. They definitely are two different things.
Stoop's just one little small doorway, right?
I was just kind of picturing my house and the porch, and that made me think of porches. Mm-hmm. So I love sitting out on the porch.
Yeah, I got a little overhang porch with some furniture on it, but I don't want to see my neighbors.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least the way mine's set up is kind of tucked back. My little porch is tucked back by the front door, which is kind of next to the garage area, so it's almost like a little cove. So you're sitting in there.
See, that's nice.
And you can see straight out. There's a tree in front of me also, so you can see through it or underneath it. But people that are walking by, they just kind of see the tree. Maybe they would see you there, maybe not.
Yeah. So if someone walked by my house, it would be me standing there or sitting there broad day, broad, perfect view, nothing blocking me,
full frontal
in this chair, and they're gonna talk to me. They're gonna try and have a conversation.
Well, you're just gonna tell them. You know what you say.
That's more fuck than a soup sandwich.
I was hoping that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
In for a nickel, in for a buck, so I guess time for you to scurry along now.
Listen, George, before you start talking to me on the stoop, I'm not out here to have the conversation with you. So either just keep walking, or just get the fuck out of my face.
Well, you don't even make it that far. What happens when they're walking by? They kind of stop and go, "Hey, Dino." You go, "Hey, how's it going? Sitting out here enjoying the weather, just moving along."
Yeah. Yeah, trying to read. I haven't been able to do that in a few days now, and kind of trying to relax. So how about you just go get fucked?
Oh, just enjoying some peace and quiet. So let's go ahead and get back to that.
Yeah. Man, it was really quiet out here a minute ago until you came up.
You should have seen it.
You should have heard it.
Should have heard it. Real quiet out here.
If you were too busy yapping, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it as well with me.
Hey, Dino, what's going on? Real fucking peaceful out here. At least it was.
What if that's how you were as a person? I want to meet that person.
You know what I like
that says shit like that.
You know what you do is that the best part though I think is if you include like a move it along at the end, just to make sure they get the point. You know, hey Dudo, you go, hey how's it going? Nice to see you. All right, move along.
I want to meet that person that's that passive aggressive and just pretends like they're kidding, but they're not.
They even do the fake laugh.
Yeah, just kidding, but yeah. Anyway.
Hey, good to see you. Yeah, I just how you're enjoying some peace quiet. So you fucking came out.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, what do you want?
Yeah.
No, but seriously.
Yeah, and you're gonna pick up your dog's shit on my lawn too.
No.
Because it's been there for 3 days.
No. Well,
you can act like I didn't see you through my giant glass door in my living room. That your dog came over here and took a shit while you were pretending to not notice.
Yeah. You think you didn't see me after your dog shit when you looked at your daughter and said, "Oh, now we got to go home and get a bag." You think I didn't notice that you never came back?
I've been using that trick for years. I invented that trick.
That's my move.
I invented it's the not you, it's me routine.
Actually, it's Jessica's move. She taught me the look at the dog and go, "Oh, Taylor, now we got to go home and get a bag." And then she just doesn't go back.
That's brilliant, because it's brilliant. Brilliant move.
Well, the first time she told me, I was dying. I was like, are you serious?
Dang it, I just used up the last bag earlier. You just can't stop pooping today.
Oh, wait, little poop factory.
I pick up so much poop that I ran out of bags.
Wow,
I'm so good at bringing bags that I've actually ran out because I use them so much.
Let me go home and get more. I'll be right back.
I had to go buy more. I'm going to go to the store now, get more bags, come back and pick this up.
No. There it is.
There it is.
You know, what would you... So, say your neighbor's dog was just shitting all over your front lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a little Phil. Like, what's he do? He's not doing any damage. Not like you can release him on their lawn. Do you start shoveling it and just throwing it onto theirs? Or do you shit on their lawn?
Honestly, I would probably say something.
Probably wait till about 2.
If I saw it happen, I would be like, hey, man, you gonna fucking pick that up? Straight up.
I'd probably wait till like 2, 3 a.m. And then just wake up, walk over there, and just right next to their driver's side door of their car, parked in the driveway.
Just start slinging it.
Just drop it right there.
I did a prank to my buddy one time when we were roofing my truck, and it like kind of got in the vents and it stank. So I was pissed. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm putting shit in your door handle then. You're going to stick your hands into it.
It's super aggressive.
It was. The fish oil, though, was... Have you smelled the fish oil?
No.
Not fish oil, but like fish sauce that you use for like fertilizer?
Oh, yeah.
That's brutal.
That's pretty rough.
So, yeah, that happened.
You ever think back to some of that shit you did in high school and just be like, what was I thinking?
Sometimes. Something like that was fun.
You know, like when one time we like, got a porta potty, and it was on like one of the trailers. Mm-hmm. So we backed it up to our buddy's front door and opened the door up. So when they open their front door, they're staring straight at this porta potty.
That was open. Was the door open?
We propped the door open. And it's one of those things like...
How'd you get it that close to his front door?
We backed that shit up. It was on a trailer. There's one on a trailer out in the fields.
Did you guys call him to come outside?
No.
Just waited?
Probably his dad opened the door trying to go to work at 5 a.m. or some shit like that. I don't know.
What would you do? That was like, is this really... am I still asleep?
It's just one of those things at the time, you're like, oh! Like, you're not thinking of any consequence. Now, I'm like... Man, we took that out of some field, like whatever. Like these farm hands are out there in the morning. Next day, someone's there, like going to take their morning deuce. There's no porta potty around, and the guy who rented it, someone's gonna call, I'm sure, and it's found. But anyway, it sure caused a whole fuck of a mess for a lot of people that had nothing to do with anything.
Oh yeah.
For us to prank a buddy of ours, like that was our friend, and we thought this is how you treat your friends.